Hey Vault Dwellers, it's Michael from the Lore Vault, and thanks for tuning in to me on your Pip-Boys. Now today I'm going to tell you about Harold, the Harold who met the Lone Wanderer, the Chosen One, and the Vault Dweller. The Harold who's lived in both the Hub and Gecko. The Harold who eventually became a talking tree. Let's talk about that. In early life, Harold was born in 2072 and was only 5 years old whenever the bombs dropped, and he was sent to Vault 29, where he was brought up by where him and other children were brought up by a supercomputer named Diana. Eventually, he stopped liking it in the vault, and he left to become a successful trader. While he was a successful trader for a while, his caravans kept getting attacked by mutants. So at the age of 30, him, Richard Grey, and several other adventurers and explorers left to see the wasteland and find out where the mutants were coming from. Eventually, after losing everyone but him, Richard Grey, and a man named Mark, they made it to the Mariposa military base. There, Mark was injured and sent to the surface. No one has seen him since. Richard and Harold managed to get in and fought their way through many super mutants, but they were both eventually captured and dipped in vats of goo. Harold became what is most like a ghoul, but is really a green ghoul, and he thought he was a normal ghoul before sprouts of trees started growing out of his head. And Richard he became the master, and you don't want to know what he's like. Now eventually he went to the hub. He didn't really want to face the wasteland, he was just an old man. But then he talked to the Vault Dweller, and by the time of Fallout 2, he was a leader in the community of Gecko. And finally in Fallout 3, where it is believed he still is today, he was a tree covered in oasis. And eventually, the Lone Wanderer found his way to him. After speaking with the Lone Wanderer learned from Harold that Harold was being worshipped by basically a bunch of hooligans who worshipped him as a god. So he asked the Lone Wanderer to kill him, but eventually the Lone Wanderer decided that he'd help Harold spread the vegetation and oasis that he had basically spread across the area he was in, and spread it throughout the entire capital wasteland. And the Lone Wanderer did just that, and Harold became a driving force in the reclamation, such as the clean water from the Brotherhood, and Harold in the reclamation of the capital wasteland. Now thank you for tuning in to me on your Pip-Boys. I am Michael from the Lore Vault. Thank you to the Fallout Wiki for giving me the information that I need for making this video. Good night and goodbye.